Hi everyone and welcome back to Wolves FC on tour. My name's Jack and this is a dedicated fan channel to Wolverhampton Wanderers Football Club. If you're new, please subscribe and like and comment on the other videos that I've done. So I did say yesterday that I wanted to touch upon Matheus Cunha. And Matheus Cunha has now left the club and he's going to be joining Manchester United. Now, Matheus Cunha, he scored 33 goals in 92 appearances. He was crowned player of the season, but he now moves on for a fresh challenge at Manchester United. Just reading off the Wolves website, Matheus Cunha joined Wolves from Atletico Madrid, and it was announced on Christmas Day of 2022. He wanted to retain Wolves, and he wanted to help retain Wolves' Premier League status in the 2023-2024 campaign. The 26-year-old had a remarkable strike, hit a remarkable strike in the club's FA Cup win at West Bromwich Albion in January 2024 and claimed only Wolves' second ever Premier League hat-trick in a stunning success at Chelsea 1 week later. Last season, Matheus finished at the club's top scoring rank with 17 goals, 6 of which were nominated for the Goal of the Season award, including 2 in the big win at Fulham and the strike against Manchester United on Boxing Day. Having played his part in securing an 8th consecutive campaign at this level for the club, Cunha played his last game for Wolves against Brentford on Sunday, and then he made his departure, and everybody at Wolves would like to wish him the best of luck in his new career at Manchester United. So yeah, Matheus, he joins Wolves on loan in 2023, January 2023. And then his first appearance was in the second half against Aston Villa away, where we drew 1 each on the 4th of January. He scored his first goal in the 4-2 defeat at home to Leeds on the 18th of March. His first goal was against Crystal Palace in the 3-2 away defeat on the 3rd of September 2023. I mentioned he scored his first FA Cup goal, a penalty in extra time of a 3-2 replay over Brentford. I don't think I mentioned that, sorry. I mentioned about Brentford last season, but I didn't mention the FA Cup goal. But yeah, he scored the FA Cup, first FA Cup goal, a penalty in extra time of 3-2 against Brentford on the 16th of January 2024. He scored against West Bromwich Albion when we beat him at the Hawthorns 2-0. And then he scored his first hat-trick away against Chelsea 4-2, just becoming the second Wolves player after Jota in January 2029 to score a hat-trick in the Premier League. And only the 4th player to score a hat-trick at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League history. He scored 14 goals over that season. Cunha scored his first goal of 2024-25 season in the 6-2 home defeat to Chelsea. He also scored in the defeats to Aston Villa, Brentford, before he scored a late equaliser against Brighton to give Wolves their second point of the season. Matheus scored Wolves' second goal in the 2-1 win over Southampton, which was the team's first win of the season. And then 2 weeks later, Matheus scored in the 4-1 win over Fulham to lift the team out of the relegation zone. On the 14th of December, in the 2-1 home defeat to Ipswich when Gary O'Neill was still in charge, he unfortunately elbowed a person in the face at the club in the back of the head before reaching to the same man's face and pulling off his glasses. And then Matheus was charged by the FA. He was given a 2-game ban from the FA with a fine of 80,000 following the incident. And then on the 1st of February 2025, he extended his contract until 2029, shortly after he scored his in the 2-0 victory over Aston Villa. And then on the 1st of January, he left the club to join Manchester United for a record for a fee of 62.5 million. Now, Matheus has been a great servant for the club, and you know, I mean, I love what he brought like to the team. I mean, you know, when I think back to the days of like Jota like being the team and like Jimenez, you know, I mean, I think when Jota and Raul Jimenez like left, I think that the club was searching for a new goal scorer, and I think that Matheus has been one of the best players that we've had at the club for that period of time. I don't agree with the way that he conducts himself, whether it's whether it's like, you know, coming to social media and like posting things to, you know, to get people's like attention and that. But like, you know, I mean, I'm a fan of what he does on the pitch. I mean, he is a hot-headed player. We all know that. But I just think that the fact that he's chose to leave like the club like now, it just puts us in a position where you know, there could be like better players that we could like potentially sign like before the transfer window like shuts. And I get that he's 26 years of age and he wants to pursue his dreams by playing like for a bigger team. But I mean, bearing in mind we've beaten Manchester United twice last season, and he decides to join a team. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I understand that Manchester United are looking for you know, a good striker like to take them forward like into the Premier League, because Ruben Amorim has been going through is going through a difficult time with the team. I mean, you know, Manchester United did like beat Manchester City like away, and yeah, they could have won the Europa League, but I just think that you know, with Matheus like in the team like now, I just think that it's going to be interesting to see what he brings like to Manchester United. And I just think that now that we've signed like Fair Lopez and we've got Strand Larsen on board, like I just think that when it comes like to playing Cunha twice in December, because we've got to play Manchester United twice in the December run of fixtures. You know, is he going to score a goal like on his return? I mean, I would probably say yes. Like, you know, I think he probably will score in both games. But yeah, I mean, you know, as I say, like, you know, I enjoyed like Matheus's like time at the club, and yeah, he was a hot-headed player, and he was doing things like on the pitch that weren't, you know, getting in the you know, it was just like getting in the way of like, you know, the things that were, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, why would you do something like that on the pitch if you know you're gonna, you know, you're gonna get the club into big trouble? I mean, he served a 2-game ban, and you know, he got fined and all that. And you know, I mean, I understand, as I say, that he wants to play like for a bigger like club, but I mean, no player is like bigger than the badge. And I just think that, you know, I mean, it kind of like felt when Matheus like Nunes like was in the team, and you know, he wanted to go to Manchester City, and you know, no player is bigger than the badge. And you know, I wish Cunha like well like for Manchester United, but like, you know, I mean, I don't think any Wolves fan would like to have that kind of like player in the team. And you know, so but yeah, I mean, as I say, we've got Fair Lopez now. I mean, we've got Bellegarde, and we've got you know, Strand Larsen, like, you know, for the upcoming season. So I know that Fair Lopez is an attacking midfielder, and we probably do need an attacking like player to assist Bellegarde or Strand Larsen. But you know, I really I really hope that, you know, things can improve now that Matheus has gone, because, you know, I mean, he was asked. I mean, Strand Larsen was like struggling not to score like goals like for us, and he's kind of picked up the rhythm now, and hopefully Strand Larsen will be scoring more goals than he did, and hopefully matching Matheus's like record like for scoring goals. And, you know, I mean, who's to say that Strand Larsen won't like be one of the many favourites to claim, you know, to, well, yeah, I mean, like, you know, I mean, if Strand Larsen does well, then he could potentially become a newcomer for the Golden Boot, which is probably highly unlikely. But, like, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, you know, there's like players like Ollie Watkins and that, but, you know, I mean, it just would be nice if we could have somebody in the team to kind of like challenge like for the Golden Boot. But yeah, it's just a brief video really to say that like Matheus has like gone now, and, you know, we really need to find like a replacement, and hopefully Jeff Shee and Domenico have found somebody that they can bring in. But there's a lot of rumours like going about who we're going to be bringing in to replace like Cunha. But yeah, let me know what you thought of like Cunha being at the being in the club, and, you know, I mean, what was he like for you? Like, you know, I mean, was he right like to go? Did he make the right choice like to go to Manchester United, even though it's a bigger club? But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and yeah, just drop me a comment, and yeah, please like the video as well. So but yeah, just wanted to do a video on Matheus Cunha, and the fact that he's not going to be in the upcoming season, as we look ahead to finding a replacement for him. So, but yeah, smash the like, and please let me know your thoughts. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye guys. Bye.